Did everybody have fun?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Loyola Garcia. I'm Buddy's mom. And I'd like to thank all the golfers that turned out today and went out and, raised money for the Grief Center. So on behalf of myself, my husband Daniel, who's back there, and my daughter Leslie, we welcome everybody. We're going to go ahead and the Grief Center people are going to talk for a few minutes and then you guys can eat and we'll be doing the door prizes. Once again, thank you everybody. Can I give the golfers? And I'd like to thank all my volunteers who are back there and if we could give them a round. And this is my daughter Leslie. We're going to give everybody the 5 top reasons that she liked the Children's Grief Center. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Leslie Garcia. I am Buddy's big sister, and these are the 5 top reasons that I like the Children's Grief Center. I was able to make friends with other children my age who could relate to the pain I was going through. The facilitators were really nice, and they let us express ourselves. I was allowed to talk about my little brother Daniel, but was also able to pass if I did not feel like talking. We were able to do art and play fun games. The Grief Center has a ceremony for you when you leave, which is helpful because it tells you how far you have come on your grief journey. The Grief Center was very helpful to me and my mom. They became like a family and we appreciate everything they did for us. The Grief Center helped us smile again and let us know smiling and laughter is okay even when you're sad. Now here is someone who can tell you all about the Grief Center. Welcome Jade Bock, Executive Director of the Children's Grief Center here in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Thank you so much, golfers. All right, you did a great thing today. You helped to provide a safe and supportive environment for families like Leslie's that have had a loved one die through no fault of their own. Maybe some of you have experienced the death of a loved one and you know what that's like, and you can imagine why these services are important. Maybe you haven't. One of our founding members was 40 years old before he ever went to a funeral. And that was the funeral of his son. And that also changed his life forever. Jack Kornfield is an American author, and he wrote, "Our hearts can grow stronger at the broken places." But sometimes, as kids who are part of a grieving family, whose world has been turned upside down through no fault of their own, you can play by the rules and you can live a pretty good life. And you can still find yourself in the position of burying somebody too soon. And it's really hard to understand. As adults, we don't understand it. We can't explain it. It doesn't make any sense to us. But as children, it's even harder. Children blame themselves. I was talking with Irene outside earlier, and I was telling her a story about a little girl that I met who said, if I had gotten better grades, my dad wouldn't have had that heart attack. That's how she explained it to herself. That made perfect sense to her in her world. But families like the Garcias and her family were able to come to the Children's Grief Center, as Leslie said, play with kids their own age who've had somebody they love die, and learn that maybe it wasn't their fault. Maybe the stories they were telling themselves to explain how it happened or why their loved one died didn't really make any sense after all. And that's just one of the many benefits of having this service in our community. It's free. It's available to anybody who's had a loved one die. They can come as long as they need to. And the thing is, I hope that I don't get to meet a lot of you guys at group. As one mother said, this is a club I never wanted to join. But when you've had that happen in your family, you need to know that there's a place like the Children's Grief Center to help everybody work it out, to help everybody come to terms, and to help everybody learn to find a new way to be normal again. As Leslie said, to be able to laugh again and know that that's okay. I don't have to feel guilty about having fun sometimes. And also to be able to cry and know that that's okay. And I don't have to feel guilty for still feeling sad sometimes. So the Grief Center is here in the Northeast Heights and in Rio Rancho. It's an independent 501c3. Next year will be our 10th year of providing these services without any government funding, state, federal funding at all from the generosity of people like you who have taken the time out of your Saturday to participate in this event and to ensure that these services will be here for other families. The Garcia's family, their heart was able to grow stronger in the broken places. And they want to give back, and they want to make sure that this service is here for other families, families that don't even know that they might be coming to the Grief Center someday yet. So thank you for being a part of that. I hope you'll continue to remember the Grief Center, take these pens home, take these brochures home, call me, email me, let others know. Sometime in your weekend or upcoming week, tell somebody else. I heard about this great free service for families that have had a loved one die. It's called the Children's Grief Center. Remember the Children's Grief Center when you're donating, when your United Way campaign comes around, when your place of business is looking for some really awesome charity to support. Trust me, that's the Children's Grief Center. So I understand now they're going to start calling raffle numbers for some really great prizes. And then again, I thank you guys, and I thank you for your time, and I thank you for your strong hearts.
Thank you.